Hey boo, hey confessors. It's your homegirl Confessions, and this is what I got for Ready to Love. Season 9, Episode 9, Tommy's Getaway, Part 1. Let's go. So the remaining cast that is left arrive at the beautiful getaway, which is two houses. I'm not sure if we've ever had two houses before or not. I'm sure we have, but it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So I just wanted to show that real quick because I would definitely stay there. It starts off all nice and lovely. Everybody's coming in, looking at the house and how beautiful it is. The girls are having a good time playing around, trying to figure out which rooms to get into. It seems that everybody came in on a good note. Everybody's feeling the vibe. There doesn't seem to be any tension as of right now. And it's just a good time and a good vibe, and everybody's getting along. However, that did not last long because Chaz, who has most of the connections of anybody in this whole entire cast, he decides to jump in bed with Mika right in front of Vanessa right here. Why would he do that? Now, you know Chaz is Vanessa's only connection that she has. And so for him to do this in front of her, I don't know what he thought she was going to do. But we all knew what was going to happen after that. And it did. When he went to go talk to her, she was completely ice. Like she got an ice box where her heart used to be. She is sipping on that straw like it is nobody's business. She ain't giving him no contact. She ain't giving him no nothing. And you can just tell the whole entire conversation was really awkward and very off-putting because you could tell. And finally, he just asked her, "Are you mad at me?" And of course, the classic, "No, no, no, no. You can do what you want to do," all this other stuff. Jazz, honey, you should have known better. You set yourself up for this one. Then what had happened was LaRon decided he wanted to call an all group meeting because he had some things to get off his chest. I think he been holding in that he don't found out. So everybody's gathered around and he says that, look, we are here to have a good time. We ain't gonna be cock blocking. If you see your interest talking to somebody, don't be tripping. Don't get an attitude. We don't need to be having alliances and all of this, that, right? And so, the first thing that stuck out to me, like many others, alliances, like who got an alliance? So LaRon just starts spilling it all and spilling the beans, talking about a group chat and an alliance. And then he just started naming names and it just became a whole entire mess. One of the names he named was William. Poor William he looked like a kid got caught in the cookie jar. Really bad. But William is I think the only one left out of the people who LaRon claims was in this little alliance and was responsible for getting two of the women sent off the show. So it became a whole thing. William's trying to defend himself. You've got everybody looking at him kind of crazy. No one really knows what's going on. But LaRon is just livid, and you can tell he is not here to play. He said he's reading off about the text, the chat, the whole bit. Like he got receipts. He was not playing. So later on, after he had did what he had to do, he decided to go start looking for his connections, okay? And him and Maya had a very good conversation and found out that, they both don't have kids and they're both interested in having kids, especially if someone who doesn't have kids. And, LaRon has been said to be the party boy, but, Maya seems to really, is it Maya or Mia? Mia seems to really like him. And they seem to really hit it off. And he even cornered her later on, talking about he needs to be her boyfriend. Like, he is crushing hard on a sister. Okay, LaRon, go for what you want, but be careful. So after Chaz didn't have enough connections, he decides to also put Patrice on his plate. Now, him and Patrice, I guess, talked once upon a time, I guess, at the mixer. She gave him her number, but he later confirmed to her that he did not save it. So she gave it to him again, and they had a good conversation, and she happy to be on the list with the other three ladies. So now that's four for Chaz. Like he needs any more later on in this journey. Like, you should be locking it down, not adding more to it. You're doing too much, honey. You're doing too much. But how could you not put Patrice on the list? Like, she's one of my favorite girls this season. I love her. She's beautiful. I'm actually loving this journey for her more than anyone. I feel like she's getting the most out of anybody. So later, the girls are talking in the kitchen. And the hot topic is, of course, has to be Chaz, since he is the number one guy this cast. They're talking about how he has a lot on his plate. He's sending the same good morning text to the girls. What's going on? You need to be settling it down, trying to pick yours. And all of these girls are wondering, what are you doing? What you gonna do, boo? What you gonna do? Now, we have seen Chaz explain that he is not into this, used to this, juggling this many women. This is not his forte. He seems overwhelmed and out of his comfort zone, but he seems to be handling it pretty well. I mean, for you to be uncomfortable, sir, you seem to be adding on others pretty well. Just saying. Just saying. So on next week's episode, the girls are still talking. They're wondering, what is he going to do? He can only pick one. You can only go home with one. The time is ticking. We're at the getaway. You know, once the getaway is over, you meet what? The parents, and then we've got to decide who we want to be with or not. So time is a-ticking. So we know that Chaz did say that he was overwhelmed, right? Right. So now we see this picture of him with his luggage leaving. Did it get too hot for you, Chaz? Did it get too hot in the kitchen when the ladies was talking? Uh-oh. Now, who knows? They love to leave us on a cliffhanger, loves to make us think something that it ain't. But we will definitely see next week what happens when all of this happens. I wonder what was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because, baby, you sure ain't ready for this if you just packing up and leaving like that. But I can't wait to see what happens next week. But thanks for watching, y'all. I'll catch y'all next video. It's Confessions.